So if you remember back to what a function is, I'm going to redefine what a function is. This was, I mean, I'm sure I gave much more to it than just this, but basically for something to be a function, each x only goes to one y. So every x only goes to one y. Let me squeeze this in a little better. Only goes to one y. So now for something to be a one-to-one function, 1-to-1 function. Okay, so that still has to be true. Each x only goes to one y, and each y only goes to one x. Okay, so let's say, for example, let's do some with just points first, and we'll do some graphs. So let's say that I have -3, 2, 6, 3, and -6, 2. And remember, we would do this. Okay, -3 goes to 2, 6 goes to 3, -6 goes to 2. So this is a function because each x only goes to one y. But notice now, going the other way, okay, let me put my 2 and my 3 are my y values. Now let me put these in order. A little better. 2 goes to -3, 3 goes to 6, and 2 goes to -6. So this is a function, but it's not one-to-one. Okay, so it is a function, but it's not one-to-one. Now, so for something to be a function and one-to-one, let's say I have 7, 3, 1, 4, and 4, 2. So that means 7 goes to 3, 1 goes to 4, and 4 goes to 2. Nothing's doubling up. Everything, x goes to one y, and then every y goes to just one x. So this is one-to-one. Which obviously, you know, if it goes, every x goes to one y, if every y goes to one x, if it's a one-to-one, it's automatically going to have to be a function because it has to go both ways. Just, you know, just like it's called, one-to-one. One x for each one y for each one x. Okay, now let's think about the graphs for a minute. Because we had looked at, let's say, we looked at y equals x squared. And we figured out some points, let's say -2, -1, 0, 1, 2. So, you know, hopefully by now you guys are getting the hang of this graph pretty easily. We've got 0, 0 is a point, 1, 1, 2, 4, -1, 1, -2, 4. So this is a function because -2 goes to 4, and -2 goes to 4, and 2 goes to 4. So each x only goes to one y. -1 goes to 1, and 1 goes to 1, and then, well, 0 goes to 0. But each y doesn't only go to one x. So since 4 goes to -2 and it goes to 2, it is not one-to-one. So it's a function, but it's not one-to-one. So notice the graph. What happens with the graph of these? Remember what test we had to make sure it's a function? Up and down. Vertical line test. Okay, so remember the vertical line test is if it only crosses at each vertical line at the most once, then it is a function. So notice this one, think about going the other way if we did horizontal lines instead of vertical lines. So what vertical lines, it only cross once, so it's a function. But horizontal, notice up here, I'm crossing 2 times. So that is going to be the horizontal line test. Okay, so horizontal line test says so if each horizontal line crosses the graph at the most once, the function is 1-to-1. Function is 1-to-1. Okay. So, I mean, the vertical line test still applies, but now we do have the horizontal line test as well to determine if it's 1-to-1. So let me throw up a few examples. Let's see, let's throw up maybe 3 graphs here. So let's do, you guys remember what this one is? That's x cubed, right? So vertical line test, let's do vertical line test. It passes, so it is a function. Horizontal line test, it passes, so it is a 1-to-1 function. 1-to-1. Okay, now the next one, how about an absolute value function? So vertical line test, it passes that, it only crosses each vertical line once. Horizontal line test, though, does not pass. Does not pass. So this is a function, but it is not 1-to-1. Okay, and how about one more? How about this one? So vertical line test does not pass. It is not a function. So the horizontal line test doesn't even matter because the vertical line test told me it's not a function, so there's no way it could be a 1-to-1 function. So it doesn't even matter, the horizontal line test.